Welcome to the Holy Land. We are at a very, very unique spot here. We're in the northern part of Israel, up by Mount Hermon by Caesarea Philippi. And there is this massive fortress called Nimrod's Fortress. Now, it wasn't during the time of Nimrod, obviously, because that's early Bible. But anyway, it was named after him. It's got this magnificent lookout up here. But this is one of Israel's probably most preserved fortresses. Now, this was later on, but man, this is absolutely amazing. They got a secret passageway here and stuff. So we're going to be doing this walking tour and showing you all of the sights here at this fortress. Unbelievable, really special and unique. So join us as we do a tour of this amazing site. This is unbelievable. Wow, wow. Its origins begin, it appears, in around 1200 AD. The fortress was originally constructed around 1250 AD during a time of great tension and transition. The Ayyubid dynasty, founded by Saladin, this would be a Muslim dynasty, ruled the region following the expulsion of the crusaders from much of the Levant. In 1229, Al-Azid Uthman, a nephew of Saladin and the Ayyubid governor of Damascus, built the original structure. His goal? To guard against the crusader threat, especially from the military stronghold in the Kingdom of Jerusalem, and to secure the vital road to Damascus. Nimrod's fortress overlooks the Hula Valley below and the Banias River. It's strategically situated on the slopes of Mount Hermon at about 2,600 feet or 800 meters above sea level. The first phase of the fortress was a military necessity, quickly erected, with an emphasis on strong towers and strategic positioning. This is impressive. This is incredible. Unbelievable. I'm going to show you something here. One of the most intriguing aspects of Nimrod's fortress is its stonework. As you walk through the fortress, you'll notice massive ashlar stones, finely cut blocks with a raised boss in the center and a smooth, chiseled margin around the edges. To the trained eye, these stones appear strikingly similar to those found in the Herodian construction in Jerusalem, such as the Western Wall. But here's the catch. Despite their appearance, these are not Herodian stones. In around 1250 AD, just a few decades after the Ayyubids, the fortress saw major expansion under the Mamluks. After defeating the Mongols at the Battle of Ain Jalut in 1260, the Mamluks secured their hold on the region. One of their generals, Baibars, who would later become Sultan, oversaw significant renovations and fortifications at Nimrod's fortress. Under his direction, the castle grew in size, strength, and sophistication. Massive walls were reinforced, hidden staircases were added, and inscriptions were carved into the stone, some still visible today. These inscriptions, including Babar's lion emblem, give us a rare glimpse into the personalities behind the castle's construction. During the Ottoman period, which was another Muslim dynasty from about 15 AD and after, Nimrod's fortress had lost its military value. The Ottomans now ruled the region, and the fortress slowly slipped into disuse. Earthquakes damaged part of the structure, and the forest began to reclaim it. For centuries, it sat abandoned, its towers silent, its halls empty, until modern archaeologists uncovered its layers of history. The elevation of Nimrod's fortress was well over 2,600 feet or 800 meters above sea level. This made it ideal for spotting invading forces from far away. The fortress had several cisterns. Most sources confirm at least 2 large cisterns within the main compound, but some archaeological reports mention up to 5 cisterns or water-related installations throughout the site. You got a seat here. The architects and builders of Nimrod's fortress were primarily Muslim military engineers working under the Ayyubid and later the Mamluk dynasties. Here's the reservoir. we just looked at from up on top. It's all full of algae. And this is amazing. There's just so much stuff here. This is a massive city. It could have been barracks area, who knows? I mean, it was a fortress. And it served as a prison, as we heard. Well, they've got this spiral case here. It's like just defense and just room after room after room. It's amazing. Just a complex. It's just story up and down. Wow. Unbelievable. A person could get lost in here too. So now we're down below. I think I'm gonna go back before I get lost. This is just this steep spiral case. Oh, this is unbelievable. In the 1900s, archaeologists from the British Mandate period and later Israel began excavating and restoring the site. They found evidence not of ancient Israelite kings or Roman generals, but of medieval Muslim rulers who built a massive and strategic defense point overlooking vital trade and military routes. It stretches over 1,380 feet or 420 meters long and has thick walls, high towers, and a deep moat, showcasing advanced medieval military engineering at this time. There's an awesome game here that they used to play. Right here in these stones. To the main part of the fortress up here. This was the first part of the fortress built at the highest point by Al-Ahiz Uthman in 1228 AD. The name Nimrod's Fortress still captures the imagination. Nimrod, the mighty hunter from Genesis, was never here, but the myth persisted because the site feels ancient, almost timeless. In folklore, Nimrod was associated with rebellion, power, and ancient wisdom. And so a Muslim fortress from the 1200s AD took on a name far older than itself, blending history and legend into one unforgettable story. Quite a hike, isn't it? Man, unbelievable. Today, Nimrod's Fortress is a protected national park. Visitors can explore its high towers, winding passages, and stone-carved inscriptions. The view from the top over the Golan, the Galilee, and even Lebanon is breathtaking. Well, we're going to go over here and do this secret passage. It's quite amazing. There's the secret passage. It's going to go way up inside here. Clear up inside there. Or this tower complex on the side over here. Okay, well, let's go do this. Long-awaited secret passage. Here we go. It's going to be a massive, steep climb up. It's going to be dark. Hello. Right, you see the exit out there. Over here, some more of these arrow defense portals. Going out of the secret passage. So there we did it. There we did it. main entrance. And here's this secret passage. So what are some faith lessons we can learn from this fortress site? As we walked its paths and witnessed its massive stones, we couldn't help but think of all the work and labor that went into building this massive fortress. Why did they do it? They did it to build and protect their kingdoms. At the time, it probably seemed urgent and vital to them. However, in the grand course of time, it rapidly faded away along with them, their dreams, and their hopes. That's what time does. As we move further away from a moment in time, that moment loses its importance and urgency. What seems so important at the moment rapidly fades away and gets lost. Those who built this fortress invested an enormous amount of time, money, and even their lives. However, what do they have now? Where are they? And if they could go back in time, what would they change? I'm certain they would line the dirt paths here and share what's really important in life, because right now they are in one of two places according to the Bible. They are with God in paradise or separated from Him in hell. Jesus gives us eternal wisdom that we should all embrace strongly so we don't look back and regret what we've done. He says in Matthew 6:19 through 21, "Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust destroys and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." He continues in just a few verses later in Matthew 6:33 to say, "Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added to you." All of the things we long for in life, all of the things that we think are important, He will add them to us and give us true riches, not only in this life, but in the life to come. So if we are wise, we'll realize that the time we spend here on this earth is just a drop in the bucket compared to eternity. So, what can we learn from this site? We should live our lives building God's eternal kingdom and not our own, which will quickly pass away and turn to ruins like what we see at this site. We need to put God first, seek first His kingdom, and serve Him, not ourselves, our dreams, and our kingdoms. Nimrod's fortress is more than a relic of the past. It's a monument built by medieval Muslim rulers, shaped by shifting empires, and cloaked in an aura of ancient myth. Its stones may look biblical, but they tell a medieval story, one of strategy, strength, and survival on the edge of an empire. Well, thank you for watching, and may God richly bless you.